the time has come where we must say goodbye to season 2, almost. Now the audio, I've fixed it by turning it down, and hopefully this fixes the solution of it being obnoxiously loud. It was very loud. So if it is still a problem, I can just turn it down. But for this video, I'm not recording this again because I've already recorded this. But this is what I've done. Is I'm going to be talking about the update and say, or the season, and I'm going to say goodbye to it. Well, technically not goodbye for me because I own all the cars, but this is almost a farewell to the vehicles because I'm probably never going to use these cars again. They're going to be buried like the same ones in this one. I mean, I did use this car to just load in the map because I was just like, I don't know, I'll just use it. But anyway, these is for you if you don't have all these cars. You might want to get them fast because it is only 2 days. Now, I can't record it on the day that it actually disappears. But anyway, I might actually try and grind to get to exactly 6,000 and just leave it at that because I won't be able to actually get above it. But okay, so how much we will need a bit? 14. Alright, so I'll have to figure out how to get exactly 14. And I know exactly where to do it, drag racing. But we might as well test the vehicles because I do need to get the 6,000 exactly. So let's do it. So I will drag race the cars, I guess. Only I'm not doing it to test them because I've already done videos like this, but I'll just drag race them for fun, just to get the 6,000 trophies and end the season like this. All right. But anyway, I've also seen the board. Last time I checked it, which I'm gonna check it right now. The top people, we've actually seen one of these people in game. It was like one decent, which their name is actually Privileged Daughter, weird name. Actually, I say like their name, like nickname. You know, you have the real name and you have their nickname. But I've seen them in game and they were just grinding. Now I saw them at 60,000 trophies. This is them right now. Where are they? This person right here. That is a lot. 125,000. That's seriously. These people must know life the game. So I've seen them. She has like $1 billion. I could now, like, this is me right now. This is me sitting at the season almost 6,000 with $100 million. It's yeah. But anyway, oh crap. You know, this thing is a funny car. This is probably actually the worst car in the game, performance-wise, because of its missing tire. It's funny because, you know, everyone gets this, only getting 150 trophies. You get the worst car in the game. This is worse than the Fiat Multiplier. Yes, it might accelerate faster, but remember, when the cornering, it does this. And I actually want to do a race with this versus like other cars, right? It's gonna be absolutely hilarious, right? But anyway, so we're gonna drag race this. I don't know what drag race. Hold up. So this one, that one gives 2. Let me calculate this. So we've got like 7 cars to test, right? 7 cars to test, right? And I'm not going to be putting the rims on because they're disgusting. So anyway, yes, I'm mathing right now. I'm pretty sure if I do 2, I should around get it, the amount I need. But anyway, I guess I'll drag race them because I can. That's the time for the that monster truck. This one should give me, oh, that gives me 4. We're going to do this one for 2, right? For 2. And then we can get to exactly 6,000, end the season exactly 6,000. But anyway, the Reliant Robin, it's average, alright? It's a pretty crappy car, honestly. That's in kilometers an hour, so like, it's like 60 something. Actually, this is 65, so it'd be around 70 maybe? I don't know. Alright, very short track. And it's very slow. That time would be downright average if it was through this, but it's not. Anyway, so that gave us to that, alright. So if we follow this pattern, I'm pretty sure we will get to exactly 6,000. But anyway, this is a car that people probably remember as a car that was a funny car, but people probably won't be wanting it desperately, you know, because it's like, it's one of those funny cars, but it's like a car that's like, I could live without. I mean, people could probably live without this thing, but it's hilarious how it's in the game. And I've also suggested this, which adds the total number of cars I have suggested and gotten into the game up to 3, because there's another car in this update I did suggest. But anyway, that's the Reliant Robin. I do have it, and I get it's not really goodbye because I already have this car. And a What You Missed series will come in a few, probably months, of this car. But anyway, it's a little car. It's an adorable little car. Then we move on to the next one, which is the... Oh, where is it? It's that Nissan, which is the first Class 2. There it is. Alright, the Nissan 7 Proto, Z Proto. I mean, it's a cool looking car, definitely, you know. I think it's supposed to be like an upgrade to the 370Z or like a continuation of it. And unlike most of the modern cars, which are like they've ruined them, like the Impreza, and how they've reused the Evo X model like a bajillion times and made like 20 different models of that exact same car. It's good to see that a car company's actually making a good looking vehicle. And yeah, this is definitely one of them. Yes, it might look like it has weird teeth. It might look as good as the 370Z, but it's a good looking car. It's a very good looking car, right? Honestly, I would not mind driving this around, and I think it would look really cool in a color like this. But I have this weird thing where I don't change the color of cars. I like to keep them stock colors. So this car will stay like this forever because I don't. The only car that I have changed the color of and kept it that way is the Nor, which is white technically. You know, because, you know, if I can actually just show you guys. All right. Obviously, if you own it, you probably know what I'm talking about. But right here, because it has the OG wrap, I had it on black like this. And I'm like, oh, it has no OG wrap. Okay, weird. But then I had to change it to white to have one side as white. So to get this OG wrap, you have to paint it a different color. So half is black, half is white. But anyway, you get the gist. That's probably the only... I've painted other cars before that are limited. For example, the 6x6 I made look like the Thanos truck. That didn't last very long. I did change it back pretty quickly. But anyway, also this is right underneath the Miata Cup. So if you got both of them, you'll probably be scrolling past them, but if you actually are using this car, you probably remember the Fiat Cup. Not Fiat, Miata. Why'd I say Fiat? Oh god. Anyway, that's a good car. Also, we have the rims that no one's gonna care about. Same with like these rims. Like these rims are cool-ish. Also, why did I buy the rims for this car? Oh, ooh, that's disgusting. Those rims are just vile. I hate it. Anyway, then move on to the car that was the most controversial out of all of this, the M3 GTR. First of all, because it isn't as good as the one in the actual game. Second of all, because it doesn't sound anything like the actual thing, or kind of. And third of all, it's behind a paywall, so people are not happy, and I can understand. But for a relief of people who thought they're missing out on something good, you aren't, unfortunately. I mean, it's a cool car, and it's probably one of the coolest cars in the game, and is the only car in the game that has, I'm pretty sure, a wrap on its stock. The trucks don't count because they're trucks, right? So the monster trucks don't count. But I'm pretty sure, to my knowledge, right, if I was to scroll through here, it is the only car that comes with a decal. Actually, whoa, I was wrong. Immediately I was wrong. Alright, I forgot this car existed. The Hot Rod. Okay, so it is one of. Technically it is. I changed the statement. It is one of the cars that have it, because the police cars also have a decal on them, technically. This one does. I was wrong, very wrong. I completely forgot about pretty much all these cars, and you can see why I forgot about them, because, like, yeah. But it is probably the only street racing car that has a wrap like this. Yeah, I'm very wrong. There's a lot of cars here that actually have the, like a wrap. This one doesn't have a wrap. That's a carbon fiber hood. Alright, that's fine. That's also got a carbon fiber hood. That's got a wrap. Okay, you get the gist, right? There's probably a lot of cars that do have a wrap, but it's probably the coolest in the game. Luckily, I saved myself there. But anyway, that looks really cool. Like, look at that. That was like a really cool car. But anyway, let's move on to the next one, which is probably another car which is a bit is the Polestar 1. Oh my god. And the main reason that people probably don't like this very much, I don't like it, mainly because it's based off the kit from Need for Speed Heat. But the thing is, it's on a stock Polestar. It isn't on a modded Polestar. So, this man apparently is driving around in Need for Speed Heat with a stock Polestar with kits on it. That is Ricer right there. That is Ricer. It looks faster than it actually is. And this car, I rarely see this car around. Lots of people have unlocked it, and honestly, I think the car looks really cool. I won't be using it that much. So take off the spoiler and the kit, and this is the original one. And I honestly really like the look of this car. It doesn't matter which one you put on it, the kit or not, it still is a really good looking car. But I'm going to put back the kits on because I did spend money on this kit. And the spoiler I think already comes with it, so you can put the spoiler on there anyway without the kit. I don't know. because the other body kit cars have exclusive spoilers, which I literally found out like a few days ago. I didn't realize that. But anyway, I mean, it's a cool car, but like, I'm dying. Oh, I don't know. People will probably be like, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe people might actually be like, oh no, I missed it. That's so I'm so upset. But this car that I'm talking about next, no one's gonna care about, and no one's gonna use it. And if you use it, you're a psychopath. It is the Formula GTR, the car that I have said it is the scam car. All right, I checked the times earlier in my previous recording, and if you've seen that other video, you'll know that I complain about this car a lot. I think this should have been the body kit. You want to know why? Because this thing goes 2 miles an hour faster than this one. I have it on kilometers an hour, but this is supposed to be 211, and this one's 213 miles per hour, with the exact same rating of handling, rear-wheel drive, slightly different money, I think. Yeah, by $8, you get $8 more with this, and you get the exact same reward on a podium, right? Except this one, by the time you've grinded for the GTR, you probably can afford the normal F1. And the F1, the normal F1, accelerates 2 milliseconds faster than this one. This car is fast, not gonna lie. It is fast, like holy crap, she is fast. She's very fast. But, to be honest, it really isn't that cool, to be honest. It's just not that cool, alright? So, 213, well actually let's look at this. So 342, and you got the best one in the game, which is 20 kilometers faster. But this car is not a scam. This should have been a body kit. You know, just a cool spoiler and a body kit on the normal F1. But apparently, they just don't care enough to put it here. And also, there is a bit of a pattern with both these seasons. For both seasons, we had a McLaren that exact same spot. And both of them, I'm pretty sure, ranked at the very bottom of the list for rankings. We had a Formula 1 car at the top, which is not technically... Well, we had a Formula 1 for 3,000 trophies. And then we also had a Mazda last time. But we had a Mazda, bad Mazda, and we have a really good Mazda. But anyway, let's move on to the two cars people are probably concerned about, because no one cares about it. I literally don't think I've seen this car. I mean, it looks cool. I like the McLaren F1. I might drive it around on occasion because it's a cool looking car, because it's got kits on it. But don't expect me to use it for grinding. Definitely not. Honestly, I'll use both of them, but like, anyway. 2008 Formula 1. The car that is another, it's a pay to win one, but it isn't pay to win. People call this pay to win, but it isn't. It's just pay to have. That's pretty much it. These two cars, right? While this Formula 1 car is really cool, I'm not going to lie, I really do like this Formula 1 car because I just like collecting these Formula 1 cars. This one isn't, I don't think, as good as it. I think it accelerates slower than the normal 2012 one. If I was to console my border speed, I'm pretty sure I consoled it earlier and looked, and I'm pretty sure this one has a slower... I tested it first time, and I got a faster acceleration, but then I tested it again, and got a slower acceleration. But yeah, this thing, it feels so long ago that I unlocked this car, and I drive it on occasion because I really do like it. I also did pay money for it, so I kind of got to drive around. So it's slightly faster, less slower than the other one, the F1 GTR, and also has better handling. So I don't know if this car accelerates faster than the GTR, but this one's just cooler. Also, it's behind a paywall. But to answer your question, if you had the 2012 one from last season, you're good. You don't need this car. Unless you want to collect Formula 1 cars, which, like me... Oh, there's a bit of floating ground here. This one's probably the coolest F1 car we've had so far. The Formula Junior comes close because it is a really cool looking car. But, you know, because the 2019 one and the 2012 ones are pretty basic looking, like a normal F1 car. This one's got a really interesting design with the two different wheels. Or rims, I should say. And honestly, will people use this car? People don't use the normal F1 car. I see it on occasion. Like, I don't see the Junior that much, but I just see the 2012 one on occasion. But no one uses it to grind. Same with this one. This one will go down as another Formula 1 car that we had, but it was behind a paywall. So people who are free to play, they'll miss out on nothing, honestly. It's a cool... It's a Formula 1 car, so obviously it handles corners really well. But, to be honest, it really isn't something that I would grind with, you know. It's not a car that I'd use at all for grinding. I just drive around for fun, which I do a lot. I don't grind that much. I just drive around for fun when I'm bored. But anyway, here is the big dad, the big chungus. The Mazda, the car that everyone's grinding for. And you should be trying to get it. I got it in like 2 days. So it is very possible to actually get this stuff within this time period. It will take a few hours, yes, but you will get this stuff from 0 to 4,000 in a few hours. Not like in 2, I mean like more than that. It will take a good few hours. Because my calculations via Dune Race, if you get... I didn't calculate the time, but on average, I got about 1:30 time, just drive on the track, and then it takes about 30 seconds to actually get... Well, actually, no, I could get a slower or faster time with like, you know, around like 1:11, probably not, but like, let's say about 1:20, right? And then 30 seconds for it to start up. So let's just round up to 2 minutes it takes for me to get 20. You do the math of how much to get to 4,000, but my calculations, I don't know how many races it is, but I don't know how long it takes, but it takes about, I call my calculations around 200 races on Dune Race to actually get this car, and it took, that's 200 races. That's probably the most hardest limited to get so far, because it takes that long. I mean, technically the Nord takes like multiple races. I don't know if it took 200 races to get, but it took a lot of races to get that car. So this one is up there with some of the most difficult cars to obtain in the game, because of how difficult it was to get to 200 races. Obviously, there's faster ways to get all these trophies, and I would recommend maybe finding your own method, because there are methods that are better. Drag racing is probably the top one in like full servers, but normally I do it in a private server to get exactly 20, so I get to exactly the number I need to. For example, exactly 4,000, and I did it on Dune Race. So in a few days, potentially in a week, 2 weeks, I'm back at the grind, back at 0 trophies, going all the way up, talking about the cars, smack talking them, season 4, then season 5, season 6, and etc. until maybe seasons end, which I hope they don't. But anyway, yeah. This car is really good, honestly. And I completely forgot to do the drag races. I literally just remembered. Okay, you know, let's just do the drag races in this car, right? I was talking about them, completely forgot about them because I was focused on something else. But let's just do the drag races in this Mazda. This Mazda is a really nice looking car, to be honest. It looks really weird, but I think it's a car that is really cool. And honestly, it's really cool. Alright, so hold up. This comes 8. Yeah, let's do 8. Let's do 8. We can do 8. So basically we do 1 half mile and another quarter mile, and I think we should have enough for exactly 6,000 I've grinded. 2,000 additional trophies, but that was like close to a month ago that I actually finished Dune Racing and got this Mazda, and it's been in my inventory and I've driven around a lot, alright, because, you know, whatever, you know, I got it really quickly, surprisingly quickly. Holy crap. Oh, 13 seconds. That thing is fast. This thing is very fast. And, by the way, it's free. You know, the thing is, right, you can grind. But the good thing about the season is that you can grind another car. For example, you might want a Divon or a F5. And you can grind those... Actually, hold up, wait. I got 6. Okay, so if we do this one again, I get 6. And I get exactly 6,000 trophies. And then I end the season here. I'm not doing another race again. Actually, oh, crap. I mean, actually, technically, I do have to do additional races for the monster truck one, but you'll see on camera, I get exactly 6,000, which is a lot. That is a lot. 2,000 additional trophies for literally no reason. I wasn't actively grinding. I could grind to like 10,000, and I could just sit here for no life the game, like those other people on the board, but I'm not doing that. I'm not. So 6,000 exactly. 6,000. 2,000 more than we needed to get this car. And, you know, imagine those like secret rewards that we've been missing out on this whole time. They wouldn't do that, but they should not do that. No secret rewards. It'd be an interesting idea, but that's only for games that have a long-term grinding. It's only a month. You can't just hide rewards. But anyway, this season's been a bit iffy, honestly. I hope that next season we have some cooler rewards, and maybe the season pass might be slightly more worth it. I'm just saying. I did spend money on all this stuff, and I can't wait to really put it in a dealership. Talking about that, dealership update coming soon, which I don't know if they will bundle Season 3 along with it. If they don't, it's fine. Like, if we get the dealership update this weekend, and then next weekend we get Season 3, or we have to wait another weekend for Season 3, it's fine. As long as we get some cool cars and some cool other stuff along with it, pretty cool. Because I did say that we had 2 options. Basically, we could either have 3 to 4 small updates per month. So maybe like kind of like the Pagani up. Do you know that Pagani that we added? They just randomly added this one. Not really randomly. They did tease it, but they just added this and like I think nothing else. Maybe like another store car or something. But they just added this. That was probably the updates we might get. Very small stuff, small events to do. Not much really, just like not much content wise. But we could have 1 to 2 per month updates, but they're big updates. Meaning like this month it would be dealerships and then season 3. All right. So those could be the 2 big updates that come in the next bit, and then also the Christmas update, which I hope is much better than the Halloween. If it's not, I'm gonna be very upset because our Halloween update. I think the main reason the Halloween update sucked is because of the Monster Jam event, because it was in progress and most likely took a lot of time to actually get this done, which makes me think, wouldn't they be focusing on a Halloween event and not be focusing on a Monster Jam event? Who approached who? It makes me think that Monster Jam approached Roblox and Roblox like, that game, just pick that game. I don't know. No idea, right? Who approached who? But we have an update, Monster Jam. It is a really cool update, not gonna lie, but it's pretty bland. We don't have our freestyle stadium, which honestly, probably Monster Jam's not really happy that their freestyle arena, which I actually think is placed. So, all right, I can show you the Monster Jam arena. What the hell? That was. Oh, I guess I'm not gonna show you then. But anyway, it's floating somewhere in the sky, but I'm pretty sure I've seen the other one. I'm just gonna use this one. I have the Sabertooth, I think. Have not used this in ages. I look at it all the time like, that's a really cool McLaren, and I just never use it. I don't know. Honestly, this one was kind of average, to be honest. I don't know. I don't know what to say, Chief. It exists. You know. I've seen a pretty pathetic stunt clip using this car and a blue one. Okay, so that's the map over there. That's the stadium, right? But I thought over there was a stadium, so you can see all the way. Hello stadium. But you can check, right? Teleport, clip your camera through the ground. There's the normal map. We just came from there. And there's no freestyle arena. I think it was over there, but like, I don't know. No freestyle arena, which is annoying. I hope they added eventually that we get a freestyle arena. But anyway, I'm just going to leave my McLaren here. Anyway, that's it. Season 2. Goodbye. I cannot record on like when it's about to end. But anyway, thank you for watching, and goodbye.